All Over the Road New Orleans is brought to you by CoinTrader Inc. Mind your money, and recorded in front of a live studio audience.
So have you ever wondered, how does a radio DJ know exactly when to stop talking? Like right before the lyrics to the song come in? Well, hang tight, because I'm going to show you right now. Let's go.
Ah, yes. It's another All Over the Road podcast from the CoinTrader Studios here in Lakeview. No Dutchtown today, Teddy.
No.
That's my sidekick, Ted Semper.
Beautiful Lakeview, Louisiana.
You're probably wondering, Teddy, why am I playing Foreigner Dirty White Boy?
I don't know, because you're a dirty white boy.
Oh, because I stepped on the hook.
Yeah, we did. On the intro. Yeah, you want to. Sorry, I didn't know you were trying to. I wasn't even listening to it. Like, oh, what you take from here? Go ahead, baby.
We're talking.
Take 3, go.
It's All Over the Road, the podcast, New Orleans. Recorded in front of a live studio audience here in Knowledge.
Beautiful Lakeview.
Beautiful Lakeview. And Teddy is with me. He was on vacation. We're going to talk about that and more. And let me tell you something, Teddy.
Yeah.
No one's ever going to call me dirty again.
In the radio business, that's what we call hitting the post. It's one of the best feelings in the world.
Kind of went under it. Kind of slipped under it. That was good. I love the way you did that.
Why are you talking? Why are you talking over the music? Why are you talking over the vocal? You don't talk over the vocal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You don't talk over the vocal.
Hey,
Teddy.
some of those voice trackers do sometimes these days. Nobody's live anymore.
Wait.
And I mean nobody.
All right, look, promise me one thing. Promise me that you will not scream over me today.
I don't normally do that, do I?
You do that. You're screaming over your
starting
brother.
off with a critique?
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to? Okay, fine, go ahead.
You were screaming over your brother.
My little brother. My big little brother.
Ago, your big little brother. And then
that's my brother. Well, you're my brother too, I guess, but
you got to let someone finish a sentence.
Okay, go ahead, sorry.
Okay.
Are you done? Can I ask you, are you done? And then that would be the polite time to just step in.
That'd be fine. I'm done.
Okay.
But now I'm beginning again.
Gotcha.
I'm beginning again. It's All Over the Road podcast, New Orleans. Mm-hmm. We have got so much to talk about on this show. So much to talk about this.
So many stories.
Yes. And the reason why you're hearing Dirty White Boy by Foreigner, Dirty White Boy by Foreigner, is because, I think it was a couple months ago. I remember I told you I had to get an endoscopy.
Yeah, that's when they go through your mouth, right? And down.
And they check out your gut.
Through your digestive tract.
Right, which went well.
Yeah.
And then they were telling me, hey, when you come in for that, we'll do the colonoscopy on the same day.
Oh, yeah. Did they find a banana?
No, the banana. You know what? It wasn't the banana
that's
after
what
all.
you were claiming about 6 months ago.
It was never the banana.
I got a banana stuck on my side.
It was never the banana.
I got a big yellow banana. But it probably wasn't yellow. I bet.
It's so funny because that banana was a St. Patrick's Day banana.
Oh, really?
Remember?
Yeah. Gosh, that was like a year ago.
Yeah. I went that day to get the colonoscopy, right? All right. And that's Dirty White Boy by Foreigner, by the way. Yeah. And which was a great band. One of my favorite all-time bands, really. And what happened was is I got the endoscopy and the colonoscopy on the same day. But when they gave me the instructions for the colonoscopy the first time, there was a piece of paper and there was a front and then there was a back. I only read the front. Oh. Okay. I didn't know that, there should have been something at the bottom that said, turn over.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, turn over. Remember I used to do that? You put an arrow?
Well, yeah. Flip over for further instructions or something.
Sorry, I was joking there.
Yeah.
I had to use my cough button.
Yeah, to cough.
Yeah, to cough because it was my cough
button.
Well,
did you know they were going to do endoscopy? It was an endoscopy? And colonoscopy same day?
Yeah.
You knew that?
I knew that.
Okay, but you didn't totally read the directions.
I didn't read the directions.
The directions were not really complete.
Let me tell you what it was, okay?
Yeah. Well, what was it?
So the front page told you drink this at 5 p.m. the day before.
Right.
And then you do it again at 2 a.m. and you come in at 7:30. We do the procedure, right? Well, on the other side, it says you're not supposed to eat anything that whole day. So I thought I could eat.
The day prior.
Yeah, the day prior. So here I am the day prior. It was a Sunday.
Yeah.
Because colonoscopies, for some reason, they're always on Monday.
Oh, really?
It's like National Colonoscopy Day.
Yeah. Why not get it out of the way?
They're always on Monday. Yeah. But they got this complex here in Metairie they got for these colonoscopy. It's crazy. Another crazy thing is the same day I was getting the second one, a good friend of mine, Steve Morris, was having two curtains down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had a colonoscopy reunion. But anyway. Yeah. So they're going to do the endoscopy and the colonoscopy. Well, I didn't read the second page that told me that I had to fast that whole day. I thought I stopped eating at 5. Well, I went to lunch. I said, okay, I'll go to lunch. And then I come back and I don't eat the rest of the day. I do the thing at 5, do the thing at 2. So
you're breaking the rules already.
I didn't.
Not knowingly.
Not knowingly. I didn't turn the paper over. So when I got over there, they did the endoscopy. They said, hey, Vic, everything's fine. We saw some inflammation. Blah, 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 blah. We want you to come back maybe in a couple of years. Blah, blah. But the colonoscopy, they said, we couldn't do it. They said, because you were dirty.
You have some lovely children and a lovely wife. You had a healthy bank account and have a healthy life. But you knew the day was coming, was always meant to be. The doctor says it's time to have a colonoscopy. Oh, colonoscopy.
Dirty white boy.
I was a dirty white boy. I was dirty.
Yeah.
So I said, Doc, what do you mean I'm dirty? Well, we went up there and there was a little, there was too much poo for us to see what was going on. You were dirty.
Yeah.
And, no one likes to hear they're dirty.
Oh, no. Not in any way.
No. And here we are. There's a bunch of nurses around. Everybody's around, and they're telling me I'm dirty.
Were you embarrassed?
I was embarrassed. I was humiliated.
Okay.
They're telling me I'm dirty.
Yeah.
So what they do is they stick you in there. It's so crazy. Have you had a colonoscopy lately?
Well, not lately. 10 years ago.
Okay.
And I am kind of due for another one, but I'm kind of putting it off.
Well, you know what they do? They wheel you in, and then they tell you to turn on your side. Okay.
Right. Yeah, turn on your side.
Turn it on your side.
Much easier for them. Okay. Things are more accessible when you're on your side.
Then the lady comes in and puts a thing in her nose, and she says, give me your date of birth, your name, your full name and date of birth. And then by the time you can get the year out, you're asleep.
You're out.
You're Michael Jackson asleep. That stuff, Michael. And let me tell you something. When that stuff puts you to sleep, you're sleeping. I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
Oh, it is. Because you want to be out for that.
Well, I know. So then what they do is they stick a camera up your booty.
Yeah.
And then when they're done, what they do is they give you the pictures.
Oh, really? No, I didn't get the pictures.
Yeah, you get the pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you get to see your sphincter. You get to see
all the way
up your colon, and it shows you everything. And
does it show like the camera, like the moving? Is it a video or just like the camera going through, going up?
That would be good.
Yeah, it'd be like
because
I think that's what they see. They see it. I guess.
It's still shots. It's still shots.
It's like, still shots. Okay.
It's like
at different stages. Of the insertion.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, it's like a 5x7 butt headshot.
Okay.
Like if you were to try to get a gig, playing a colon. These are the pictures.
These are the ones.
Hey, I want to play a colon. My colon wants to play this part. This is my colon. Take a good look at it. How does it look?
Yeah.
And so, but the thing is that the whole time before now, here I am going for the second time, and I'm starting to worry. And I'm telling Martha, and I took it personal, Teddy. It was like one of these. I said, I kind of felt like no one's ever going to call me dirty again.
Yeah.
I took it upon myself. I'm going to do this right. And there's no way I'm going in there being dirty. Okay. So I'm following directions, man. And you know what it is? It's crazy when you can't, it's one thing when you go to do blood work, because you go to do blood work, you only have to fast for like 12 to 15 hours, they say. Okay. Well, this was 24 plus hours.
Yeah.
Where you can't do, but you could drink, but you can only drink clear liquids. Okay. So Martha's telling me what I can drink and what I can't drink. You could drink clear liquids, you can drink this, and you can have like broth. I was doing the soup, broth. I was doing that because, man, I'm freaking hungry, and I'm just trying to get through this, to the next day, and of course I don't want to be dirty. So I drink the first one.
Well, they told you were dirty on the first.
Yeah, this is the second one.
How long ago was that?
A couple months ago.
Oh, you just had one 2 months ago?
Yeah, 2 months ago.
And then you had another one
just the other day. Just the other day, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'm determined.
Yeah, not to be dirty.
Correct. I don't want to be dirty. It's very embarrassing.
Okay.
And who wants to be dirty anyway?
Well, true.
And so I got up in the morning. I got ready. I felt so. We go, and of course someone has to bring you home. They don't let you drive, and which wonders. My friend Steve Morris was there getting one, and he was there by himself, which makes me wonder: did he drive himself there? I don't know.
Yeah,
because you're not supposed to.
No.
Although I could have drove. I was a little sore.
Yeah.
I mean, you could definitely tell something was in your butt.
Yeah,
you
now
know,
who's Steve? Do I know him?
Steve Morris. I don't think you met him or not. I don't know
I've heard his name mentioned by you, of course.
Yeah, you probably met him a while back.
Yeah.
You know what he is? He's Ella Grace's grandfather.
Ah, okay.
Remember Ella Grace?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the young singer.
So anyway, I don't want to get off the point here. So here I am. Here I am. The night before, and so I take the first bottle. You drink it, and the first time I did it because I had eaten at noon. I'm going, what the heck's going on? I'm going, here it is. I drank the thing at 5 o'clock. Here it is midnight, and I haven't pooed yet. I think there's something wrong here.
Yeah,
you know. So the second time I'm going to do it. The second time I drank the first one, and immediately it started to work. So I'm going, okay, I'm on the right track.
Yeah.
I'm on the right track. It's starting to work. Okay. So I'm going. And I will say this to you, whatever it is that they use, it was very gentle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good.
The solution that you drink was very gentle. It wasn't a violent type of atmosphere. It was very gentle. I had enough time. People say, well, when you drink it, you got a couple seconds to get to the, is this good content? Should we be doing this? Is this a good show?
Well, I mean, I think it's relatable because, colonoscopies are a real thing that people have every day. Like you said, I'm sure there's a lot of people in there.
And I know our biggest audience is
every Monday.
Our biggest audience is in where? Denham Springs? What was it?
That's right, Denham Springs.
I'm sure Denham Springs, they do a lot of colonoscopies there. And a lot of our listeners, followers, subscribers do get colonoscopies in Denham Springs. But so I see, I'm going, okay, it's working.
Yeah.
I know it's
now,
working.
What time is this?
This was, okay, drink it at 5. So this is around 6:30. Things are starting to happen.
Okay. Yeah.
Things are starting. There's some
Day
rumbling.
Before.
Yeah, they're
Evening
rumbling.
Before.
Yeah, the day before.
Gotcha.
So it's working. So then, you had to do it again at 2 o'clock, and I'm afraid I'm going to sleep through it or not forget it. So what I did is I stayed up. I just stayed up till 2 o'clock. I stayed up the whole time.
2 a.m.
I stapled my eyelids open.
What time are you supposed to be at the
7
hospital or
7.
whatever?
Yeah.
Clinic?
7.
7, okay.
Yeah. So here it is, 2 a.m. I'm drinking the second bottle.
Yeah.
I drink the second bottle, and here we go again. So it's time to leave. And so Martha asked me this. She goes, oh, you know what she did too? There's other things you can eat Jell-O. I could have been eating Jell-O. And I could have been eating popsicles as long as they're not red.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know why?
Don't know.
Because it'll show up as blood.
Oh, really?
The red dye, will show up. That's why I say clear. Look, nothing red. I could have been eating Jell-O and popsicles. She never told me that. And she read it, but she purposely didn't tell me that.
You mean your wife?
Yeah.
Didn't tell you?
She purposely didn't tell me that. She didn't want me to enjoy anything. Really, I'm telling you. That's my theory.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. But so anyway, I take the second bottle. It's a 2. I've been staying up all night. And so now I'm thinking, well, I did the second bottle. Here I am pooing again. I'm thinking, I gotta be there for 7.
Yeah.
I gotta pull an all-nighter. So I pulled the all-nighter, and I kept telling Martha the whole time. I said, look, and I was fanatical about it. I was going, no one's going to call me dirty again. Okay, so I got there. I get prepped. The ladies are asking me, well, you were just here a couple months ago. What happened?
Yeah.
They go, you were here a couple months ago. What happened? Yeah. Why are they asking me what happened?
They remember you.
I know, but that's embarrassing again. What do you mean what happened? It's not in the computer that I was dirty?
Yeah.
Why? They
wanted
wanted
have
me
record
to,
of that. Dirty white boy.
They wanted me to say it.
You should be filed under D. Dirty white boy.
They wanted me.
And Del Giorno.
That's right. They wanted me to say it. They wanted me to say it.
Oh.
So she goes, well, what happened?
Oh.
I go, well, it's not there in the computer.
Yeah.
She goes, what happened, Mr. Del Giorno? Like she's getting me like I have to confess it.
Right.
Hey, my name's Victor Del Giorno and I'm dirty. like I hate me or something.
Humiliate me.
Yeah.
Again.
So I told her, I said, I was dirty.
Yeah.
She goes, oh. She goes, oh, like that.
She knew exactly what that was.
Oh, yeah.
When you said dirty.
When you say dirty, they know what that means. Your hands aren't dirty. You don't stink. You don't smell. I just showered. I stuck a whole bar of soap up my butt. Before you go, you want to be fresh.
Yeah, but it didn't help that. Right.
Because they go.
Because the bar of soap only goes so far.
Yeah, they go way in there. And then you got you don't want the bar to get stuck in there. Then you're going to the hospital trying to get a bar of soap out your butt. You don't want that. That's very embarrassing.
Then you're worse than dirty.
So I said it. Okay. Her name was Leslie. I said, okay, Leslie, fine. I said, I was dirty.
Yeah.
Okay. And she goes, well, are you going to be dirty today?
Oh.
And here's the thing. Right before he left, Martha goes, when was the last time you went? I said, I went a few minutes ago. She goes, is it clear? I said, no, it's not clear.
Clear?
Is it clear? It's got some kind of, it's not clear.
Clear poop?
Yeah, well, this thing turns everything into liquid. It's like, so you're,
okay.
Yeah, it's all liquid. You don't have any pool left. It's liquid.
Yeah.
And she wanted to know if it was clear. And I'm going, well, no, it's not clear.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you mean clear? Like a 7-Up clear?
Were you allowed to be dirty again?
That's what I was afraid of.
You were like, oh, warning signs.
So I said, no, it's not clear. She goes, what color? I go, it's kind of brownish. She goes, oh my God, you're going to be dirty. She goes, you're going to be dirty again.
Oh, jeez.
And at that point, I just couldn't hack it. I go, I am not. So then we go there. We have a hard time because they moved their office. They moved and all this. So first of all, we were late because we couldn't find the place. So when we get there, right before we get there, I get the feeling I got to go. So they're bringing me in the back, Teddy.
Yeah.
And I go, can I use the restroom for a second? And they go, yeah. And I went and it was clear. And that's when I knew I was no longer dirty.
Yay.
Anyway, I got a clean bill of health. And so that's my experience.
No polyps?
I had 2 polyps.
2 polyps removed?
2 polyps. Yeah. What is a polyp anyway?
Well, it's it could be precancerous,
right,
in your colon. So I guess it's good to find that out and get them out of there before that happens. But I don't think it's always cancer. And yours wasn't, right? They would have told you.
Well, my doctor, he's a really cool guy. He actually wheeled me back himself, and he was telling me, I go, Doc, what are you doing wheeling me back? He goes, well, so one of our people that normally would wheel you back, he's got a backache. So I decided to do it myself to wheel you back. Oh. And I said, well, just make sure that when you get back there, you don't try to flip me over. You're going to pull your back. Don't try to flip me. Oh, no, we're going to turn on your side. I forgot. When you go, you forget. But that sleep, it's just quite. Anyway, he said there were 2 of them. They cut them out and they're going to biopsy. They said, I don't think they're cancers, but we'll let you know anyway. And
so they haven't told you for sure, right? For sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well,
so that's why.
You're looking good.
That's what I was thinking.
Looking good.
So that's why it was and one of the reasons why I'm looking good.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you when we come back. And also I want to hear about your trip to Nashville. It's all over the road. The podcast will be right back with Ted Semper and yours truly, Victor Del Giorno.
Colonoscopy. Oh, colonoscopy. A wonderful procedure as everyone can see. Your number's up. It's time to take one for the team. It's right there on the schedule. A colonoscopy.
Want to be heard? Want to voice your opinion? Well, All Over the Road is the place to do just that. It's the AOTR listener comment line, 504-603-6753. It's a free call and open 24 hours a day, every day. So pick up the phone and call. You'll leave your message and it will be recorded. Heck, if it's good, it might be on the next show. Who knows? So don't just think about it, do it now or whenever. Pick a topic that interests you. Give a comment on a current event. Tell a story about something you experienced. Tell the king of all podcasting he's full of shit. You won't be the first one. Did you write the number down? I didn't think so. Here it is. 504-603-6753. Okay, a little slower. 504-603-6753. The AOTR listener comment line. Use it, don't abuse it.
Welcome back to the big show. Coming up on future shows, we're going to have Paul Roscoe here, who is the president of the Team Gleason. Dude, I saw that documentary last night.
Tell me about that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
If you have not seen Gleason, it's called Gleason.
Steve
Gleason, the former New Orleans Saint,
right,
who was diagnosed with ALS in 2008.
Okay.
2009. And it was, your life expectancy is 2 to 5 years, but he started this foundation. They've been raising tons of money. Now, Paul has been on our podcast before, and he's going to be back on because we're making another push to try to raise more money because just, of course, during Barack Obama's last administration, the one good thing that he did, and probably the only good thing that he did, was that he made it Medicare liable to pay for some of these ALS patients to get the technology that Steve has developed, being able to record while you can still speak. You say all these words and you put it into a computer, and they give you these random sentences to say that don't make any sense. Don't tell me how they do this, but they do it.
Yeah.
And you read all these words. And then what happens is then when you're no longer able to speak, and that's what happens. And during the documentary, he's doing this documentary talking to his son, Rivers, who went to school with my granddaughter, Harper, over at Cup's Corner, which is over at, it's at high school on Robert. Oh, geez, I can't remember the high school now. But they had, and so Rivers was a year ahead of my granddaughter. So I would see Michelle Steve's wife and Rivers when I go pick up my granddaughter from time to time. And so he's talking to Rivers before he's even born. Okay. And Michelle was pregnant and he's saying, look, I'm saying these things to you now because I'm not going to be able to speak. So dude, it's unbelievable. It's such a, it is hard to watch.
So what's the title of the,
it's called Gleason.
Just Gleason?
Just Gleason. I think I saw it on Prime. I'm sure it's on all the stream platforms.
I have to check it out.
But it's really cool because he helped invent this technology where what they do is they use their eyes and they can form words with their eyes. Yeah. And then it goes through the computer and it comes out in their own voice. So it's not
in their own voice, even.
Their own voice, because that's why you record all the words ahead of time.
Oh, okay, I see.
So it's really cool. Yeah. And now these patients are able to get this technology that is very expensive, and Medicare and Medicaid take care of it. And there's a lot of exciting stuff. And Steve Gleason, your life expectancy is 2 to 5 years. Okay. And he was diagnosed 15 years ago. Yeah. And then it takes you through the whole thing where just everything him and Michelle went through. And, and his dad is in it. His dad is a real staunch Christian man trying to share the gospel with Steve. And Steve is a free, to describe Steve, he's like what you call one of these free spirits, and he confesses to have this spirituality, and you just got to see it. I don't want to ruin it. And this guy, I'm telling you, just like he was as a football player, this guy never quit. Yeah. And because of his size, he was a special teams player. And in college at Washington State, he played linebacker. And then when he got to the NFL, they thought he was too small. But guess what?
Oh, really?
In today's NFL, he's just right.
Oh, really?
He could have played linebacker in today's NFL. But when you play on special teams, those are high-speed collisions. I mean, especially before they made the new rule. When Steve played, they had the wedge, you had to bust the wedge. Remember all that stuff? And it's just really interesting.
Well, how old is Steve now?
Steve would be right now, I'd probably say 42, 3, something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe
I thought he was older than that, but I don't really know. Of course, he's most known for that block.
Well, he got diagnosed.
Was it the block punter or the block?
He's 49. He's 49 now, yeah.
The block punter field goal, was it against Atlanta, the first game after Katrina?
After Katrina,
in the dome.
And they got the statue out in front of the dome.
Yeah.
Field goals, look out, right through! A kick block by Steve Gleason. It is scooped and scored by Curtis DeLoach. Touchdown, New Orleans!
Yeah, that was in 2006?
2006. And the thing is that was his biggest punt block, but he blocked a lot of punts. I think he blocked like 7 or 8 punts in his career.
But, I mean, that's a play that he's known for.
Absolutely.
But he had, quite a career. But so he still goes to the Saints games.
Yep, he does.
Right? He's always on the sideline with his wife.
He goes to Rivers. Yep. And they go to the practices. And it's just the guy is, you're not supposed to live that long.
No.
I mean, it's just an amazing story. If you haven't seen it, it's called Gleason. And so we're going to have Paul, his father-in-law, on again. We had him on once before, him on again. I'm really excited to talk to him about it. After seeing this, and then I started to wonder, are these collisions, these head traumas, do they have anything to do with him getting that? There's no proof of that. But, it is a brain disorder. Yeah. Okay. And so anyway, it's called Gleason.
So he's coming up.
Yeah.
But no guests today. No, we've had some top-notch guests lately.
We sure have.
We really have.
We sure have.
I mean, here we are in our 6th season. We've had Scott Ennis, most recently, I guess, a couple weeks back, 2 weeks back. That's the Scooby-Doo voice and many comic characters, cartoon characters that he does. We had, who's that guy from Baton Rouge, who, by the way, was on Tucker. Another Scott McKay.
Oh, Scott McKay. Yeah, well, he's a staple. He's a staple. Yeah,
but he was on Tucker's podcast not too long ago.
That's how Tucker's got as a podcast.
Yeah, I'm like, Tucker, stealing our guests, But it was, I only saw a clip of it because the whole interview or the whole time, with Scott McKay is on his paid version of Tucker Carlson Network. I think he calls it TCN. Yeah. So, and I've got some ideas for guests coming up. Yeah,
good.
I'm going to run it by the
Luke Hawks is going to be on again
committee.
Luke Hawk is going to be on again soon.
Luke Hawk is coming up. Yeah.
He's going to make a major announcement.
Yeah.
That's going to come on soon. Paul Veresco, all kinds of neat stuff. So anyway, we're rolling and going. Listen, want to hear about your trip to Nashville?
Another vacation to Nashville.
Yeah. So, Ted's always taking these vacations, and I don't know if it's retirement. I don't know what you do. Are you retired? Do you take the? Are you just a vacay? Are you a traveler? Are you?
Well, it probably seems kind of weird that all my vacations are in Nashville. You ever notice?
They are. I wonder why.
Well, actually, the reason why I couldn't make the St. Patty's Day parade is because I was in Phoenix. So that would be
because you have to go see the Cubs.
Exception to
I watched the Cubs game the other night, a spring training game, and they were all minor leaguers. They didn't play one guy that plays.
Oh, really? So
it was just a bunch of minor leaguers playing.
I've never been to a preseason game, and I had to go
spring training game.
What did I say? Preseason.
Preseason.
That's football.
Yeah.
That's his
spring training.
Spring training. Cactus League. At Sloan Park.
Sloan Park. They got Sloan. They got Peoria Park. They got Paradise Park. They got 3 or 4 parks there that they do.
Yeah, but actually Nashville was, it's one of my favorite cities. You love Nashville. Your brother Michael lives there.
I love Nashville. Love it.
Is doing very well. I didn't see Michael on this trip, by the way. But I was there for the National Religious Broadcasters. My business is hisair.net, which is a trade publication for Christian radio stations in our 22nd year.
I know. It's incredible.
Just 22
Congratulations.
years. Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's going really well. So
you should be proud of what you've done. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and thanks to the Christian radio community, it's been so supportive of it over the years, of course. Now, NRB, National Religious Broadcasters, is held once a year. It's not always in Nashville. They've had it there quite a few times, but it kind of moves around a little bit now. But we have a booth there, so we're on the exhibit floor, meeting and greeting. And I take my wife because, she's people person. And I like doing it too, but she's more natural at it, I guess you might say, and so she's out there and we have a booth and we meet a lot of people. Now, I don't know if I told you, Donald Trump was there Thursday night to speak at NRB.
Really?
Which is held in the Gaylord, what is it called?
It's a
Gaylord, right next to the Opry House. Gaylord, it's like a city. It's a huge hotel.
Yeah.
With I don't know how many thousands of rooms in it, but
they just call it the Gaylord, is what they call it.
The Gaylord. I don't know what they call it. Gaylord Hotel. I guess
you had a room there.
Yeah,
how are the rooms? Course. How are the rooms? I've never stayed
they're nothing spectacular. Not really.
No.
The place I noticed it's still nice and it's huge. Of course, we were there for 4 days. You never leave. There's no reason to leave. Of course, we're there really working, not vacationing, Vic. But the place is getting a little dated. You know what I mean? Okay. It's starting to look a little dated, but it's still got its its character. It's still a very cool place. So Trump was there on Thursday night to speak to the NRB, right? And you didn't need an extra ticket, and your pass in the NRB got you in for that. And I debated whether I was going to go. My wife really wanted to go. She has never seen him speak live. Let's just admit it. He pretty much says the same thing.
Yeah. Every
time he speaks. And I've seen him, 3 or 4 times? A couple times in Baton Rouge, one time New Orleans, and maybe somewhere else. But so the doors are opening at 4. And he was in the big ballroom A, and was supposed to start at 7 o'clock, the program, and they had the president of NRB. They had some other talk show hosts from Salem Media speak. They had some other speakers, and they had a Southern Gospel group. I don't know if you've ever heard of Ernie Haas.
No.
Signature sound. They're very good. Very good. He's been around for a long time. So if you're in that Southern Gospel world, you know who they are. They did a couple songs. And so we debated whether to go. And my wife, like I said, wanted to go. So we kind of waited to see if the line was going to move. Because I don't want to get in there at 4 or 4:30 and wait till 7. And he probably wouldn't speak till 8 anyways. You know what I mean? So we waited till about 5. Funny thing is, Vic, before we were eating at a certain restaurant that you could see the line, right? Just me and my wife. And I was like, well, let me go to the restroom before we go and get in this line, because it looked like he was moving. So we were going to go. And
Donald was in there taking a pee.
No, he was nowhere nearby. But Ted here went in the wrong restroom.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
It's not surprising, is it?
It's not surprising at all.
It's not the first time.
Because you're a senile fart.
And every time that I've done this in the past, I haven't been noticed. Yeah. This time was not the case. So I'm in there, and when I walked in,
some lady screamed.
A dead giveaway should be, there's no urinals, right? And I remember noticing, there's no urinals. That's kind of weird. I don't know what was on my mind, right? So I walk in, and I'm doing my thing. I'm
So you took a stall.
I took a stall. And I'm taking a leak. Yeah. And evidently there's somebody in the next one or one over, and she walks out. And so I'm like, but I didn't see her. I didn't know it was a woman. And so all of a sudden I'm finishing up, and I hear, there's a man in the women's bathroom. I'm like, oh, crap.
Why should it even matter today?
So
should it even matter?
I'm like, okay, really? I've got to go out and face this. That immediately crossed my mind. So there's no back door. There's no way to escape, right? You got to go out the door. Yeah. And so I walk out, and it's one of the housekeeping ladies who was going to come in and clean or something. And I guess she saw me and made a big deal. And my wife is standing right there, but she didn't know. She didn't see which one I went in, because the men and women's pretty much right next to each other. And I went in the wrong one. Obviously, then I come out, and my wife, being Hazel, she's like, so what? What's the big deal?
That's right.
I love her so much, right? She's like immediately.
Well, who cares today?
And right. I'm like, okay, I'm not, but I did say this. I'm not identifying as a woman today. I made a mistake. No big deal. And it just kind of blew it off, So that was that. But
all right, look, can we take a quick break and come back?
Sure.
Take a quick break. We'll be right back. All over the podcast.
All over the
Well, it's an election year, and there's a lot of uncertainty out there. What the heck's going to happen? Do you know? Do I know? Nobody knows. So what do you do when there's uncertainty? You do the best to mind your money. You do your best to be a good steward of the money that God has given you. And how do you do that? You make it into something tangible, something real. Something you can put your hands on. You can hold it. You can sniff it. You can feel it. And that's GOLD, gold. And our friends at CoinTrader are experts in all that. Rare coins, precious metals, ancient coins, you name it, they're experts. Give them a call, 504-267-6004. That's 504-267-6004. And tell them the king of all podcasting sent you.
Now playing podcast all over the road, New Orleans.
All right, we're back. And Ted was telling us about going to the NRB. And he's getting ready to go see Donald Trump speak.
Yeah, go in the wrong bathroom. Oh, my God.
He goes in the wrong bathroom. And I wanted to tell you, Ted, that when I was in... Remember when I went to Denver and I told you that I shared a couch with Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
while you're waiting for your plane or something.
I'm waiting for a plane. Me and Lil Wayne are sleeping on this love seat.
Yeah.
And so I went to the bathroom in there, and they just have, at the Denver airport, which they got a lot of construction going on, they just say, it says restrooms. And when you walk in, everybody walks in the same place.
Yeah.
And then when you walk in, they've got these, they look like, they're almost like little hostel hotel rooms. You go in there, and you shut the door, and they're floor-to-ceiling doors. So you can't look under, you can't look over the top. They're completely secure. You could order pizza in there. And it's got all this lighting, fluorescent lighting. It's crazy. And there's no men or women, and everybody goes in there. And everybody comes out and washes their hands together.
It's so weird.
Well, I mean, I think that's where this thing is going.
Yeah.
I mean, if
they had that in Hard Rock in New York when I was there last year, and it's so weird. Like everybody shares the men, women.
That's right,
and everything else.
Because you're used to it. You're used to not being in the bathroom.
Yeah,
you're used to having a men's.
But you go in your own little room.
Yes,
and you come out, and everybody's washing your hands or whatever.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
And the toilets are literally like rooms. They're very roomy.
Yeah.
I mean, you could take a nap in there. If you had. I wouldn't be surprised if some people do.
Probably
go in there and take a nap. You can sleep sitting straight up. I mean,
Now in the Hard Rock, I would expect it, but not in an airport.
Yeah, well, that's where it's going, buddy. Look, if people can't figure out what gender they are, what the hell difference does it make what damn bathroom you're going in? I mean, we got bigger problems, bigger fish than fry. All right, so you're waiting to go see Trump. Tell me.
Well, we're going to see Trump, and Trump, speaking to the NRB people, National Religious Broadcasters. Of course, he says all the right things. I'm going to protect free speech. I'm going to protect your right to proclaim the gospel on airwaves and all over the world. And so, he was very popular.
Yeah, that's if they let him win. That's the problem.
That's if he does win. Yes, which we'll see. But look what happened on Super Tuesday, man. He kind of, he took
I know, but
across the board, and Haley dropped out, so he's the guy.
If it's a fair election, he'll win. But they're not going to let him win.
True.
They, them. Well,
he didn't start. It's the funniest thing. He didn't start speaking till 10 o'clock.
Really?
10 o'clock. It was over after 11 o'clock. I think he's always known to be kind of late for those things, But
that's New York.
And they had bad weather, and so that's what he said. It was bad weather. He couldn't land. Well, maybe that was the case, but it was funny because they had this Ernie Haas, this Southern Gospel group. It was very good, and they just had a couple songs. They sang like "America the Beautiful" and something else like that, and then the program started. And then when Trump was supposed to come out, the president of the NRB came out, he gets booed.
Why?
I mean, it's kind of like a friendly boo, like we want Trump, not you again, you know, because he already spoke, and then we brought the Ernie Haas back out. And they we're going to do a couple songs to kind of fill time. And like people are like, okay, whatever. And he did a couple extra songs 12 times. Like I said, it started about 10 o'clock, and he said all the right things, and then he was gone.
I wanted to ask you, did he point at you? Because when Trump does these events, and if he knows you, he points at you. He gives you a little point. Gives you a little point.
He pointed at a lot of people,
Yeah.
We didn't have seats like right in the front. There's maybe a couple thousand, maybe 2,500 people in this room. Fairly large room. But we were off to the side, so he didn't point to me. No, unfortunately.
Well, you talk about him going on late. Mm-hmm. It's so funny because we're here in New Orleans. We have the greatest restaurants in America. I mean,
we do.
Definitely in the top 3. And it's so funny because you drive around on a Friday night and most of the restaurants close 8:30, 9 o'clock.
No way, New Orleans?
Yes. It's insane.
Since COVID?
I don't know if it's
since
COVID.
Changed
Maybe it is since COVID. I just don't remember. I mean, COVID is just such a black blur in my brain.
Yeah.
But
it seems like all those kind of things, like 24-hour this, that, whatever, all kind of shifted at COVID.
Well, there's still 24/7 bars.
There are some, but not as many.
But let me tell you something. In New York, people don't even go out to eat till 9, 10 o'clock.
Right.
In New York City, dinner time proper is 9 p.m. Mm-hmm. You don't get in the office until 10 p.m. There's no 9 to 5. It's 10 to 6.
Yeah.
It really is. I don't know if you know this. It really is. And the news doesn't come out at 10. It comes out at 11.
Yeah, that's all Eastern time.
Right.
That's true.
That's how it is out in the East.
Later.
It's later.
Everything's later.
Yeah, and you're here in New Orleans and you think you can go out to eat at 9 o'clock. You got another thing coming.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not. The only thing that open is going to be that Cheesecake Bistro place by the mall. And that place has got 28 different ways to do chicken. Maybe more.
Yeah.
I mean, their menu's like War and Peace. You ever been in that place? You ever had their
menu?
Yeah.
We don't have one in Baton Rouge, but I know there's one by the mall.
It's
Metairie,
a 12-pound menu.
Yeah. Which I just saw a list of the worst restaurants, not in food quality or anything, but in calories and food that's not good for you. Is Cheesecake Bistro is like number 1.
I can't go there.
No,
I just can't go there.
And it is, but it is open late.
Okay, my daughter Emily just called me a little bit, and I couldn't pick up,
okay.
and so I want to call her back. Do you mind?
No, go ahead.
I
always look forward to talking to Emily.
This is my daughter Emily. I mean, we definitely don't want to ignore her. No. She's calling her daddy because, she is. She's very special. Let's see if she answers the phone.
By the way, did I tell you my daughter's pregnant?
I'm going to call you right back, okay?
Oh, you can't.
That's your daughter.
What do you mean you're calling me back? I need to talk to you.
She's gone.
She's gone.
Well, she'll call us right back.
All right, wait. Here's Gina LaRose. Hold on a second. Here we go.
Gina. Who's Gina?
Hey, Gina.
Put her on a speaker.
Gina.
Put her through the board.
Wait, hold on a second.
Yeah. Hit
Gina, hold on.
Hit the audio. There you go. Yeah. You see it? Roadcaster.
Okay. Gina, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Gina. You called just at the right time.
Is this your cousin?
No, this is Gina LaRose, who is Chad LaRose's.
Okay.
Remember we had Chad on the podcast?
Yeah,
he played for UCLA?
Baseball player.
Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah, now Emily's probably calling you back, right?
Yeah, Emily's calling me back now.
Can you merge them? Or do you want to?
Merge them?
I don't know.
No, I can't. I can't merge them. Okay, well, she's gonna drive me nuts with this beep. Hold on a second, Gina.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
Well, we got big phones all of a sudden. I was saying my daughter's pregnant. Did I tell you?
Yeah,
It's going to be a girl. We found out.
Well, congratulations. I want to talk about
I'm just trying to fill the time here.
I know we don't need to fill time. We've got Gina LaRose on the phone.
Seems like we do, but go ahead, Gina.
Gina LaRose.
Gina on line 1.
You happen to call while we're recording the podcast, so we figured we'd just put you on.
Oh, fabulous. Did I win something?
You did.
That's a good question.
You won something. You won my business. So
and
now
hold them to it, Gina, because...
You know what? I will take that. that.
He'll take that. Now, Gina's Chad LaRose's. Chad LaRose was a big football star in Louisiana. Okay.
Hey, he's been on the show.
He played at UCLA when I went out there. Did he went to Brother Martin? He went to Brother Martin, or where did he go?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Brother Martin.
He was a superstar athlete at Brother Martin. Played at UCLA, and then Gina now has a company that helps you organize Disney vacations. Ted,
I didn't know that.
Disney vacations.
I did not know that, Gina.
So now Gina's. We're getting ready to put together, Ted, our very last Disney vacation as a family. We're not doing it anymore. This is the last one.
Oh, you said that last time.
No. I never said that.
You sure?
I never said that. And this is it. This is the last time, and we're going because Wesley's turning 4, and he's never been.
Okay.
He's our COVID baby.
And why deprive him?
Yeah, we're doing it for him.
Fair.
We're doing it for him.
It's not his fault. He's born late.
No, it's and then of
in,
course,
in the middle of the wokeness.
Yeah, and these kids they're very disadvantaged because then you're sending them to daycare, and then all the daycare workers have masks. They can't see the people talk. Huh, Gina? Huh, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Huh.
Yeah.
So Gina, tell us a little bit about your company and what you're doing. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm a travel agent with Cupcake Castles Travel Company, and so I personally specialize in Disney vacations as well as other domestic and cruise travel, and we have about 80 agents in our travel agency, and so. Yes, I'm excited to get y'all booked to Disneyland.
So you're gonna take care of me, right? You guys are gonna give us a deal. Give us a deal.
Yeah, I can put a whole package together, can make it like all inclusive vacation for y'all when y'all hit Disneyland over there in California.
All right, now here's the deal. Okay, Katie, she thinks that she's the head of the family. Okay, and Gina, she's not. Okay. I'm just telling you, she's not.
She's self-designated.
Which, by the way, she's home with the flu today. So get well, Katie. Her and Matt both have the flu today. So don't go over there. Gina and Chad live across the alley.
Okay.
In Lakeview, they have those alleys. She's living across the alley.
Yep.
So she gave you all the particulars, right? And so we'll be able to. So I guess you and I need to sit down and have a conversation about. And then you're going to need to get a credit card from me or something. Is that what's going on? The painful part is coming. Is that it, Gina?
Yes.
Is that where Is that where?
Okay.
That's where you come in, right? Katie helps me with all the fun stuff. Yeah. Yes, Katie does all the fun stuff, and then she says, "Here's my dad's information. Call him to get the money."
There you go.
There you go.
That's it. You never stop paying Ted.
Never.
Ted is going to be a new grandfather, Gina.
Yep.
Oh, congrats.
For the first time.
Thank you.
A little girl. He had 2 girls. I had 2 girls. And my first grandchild was Harper, who you know well. And he's having one as well. So we're excited about that. So I'll tell you what. Tell them the name of your company. If someone wants to plan a Disney vacation and they want to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
Yes, they can go to cupcakecastestravel.com. They can also find me at Gina LaRose, Cupcake Castles Travel on Instagram and Facebook.
All right, good. It's Gina LaRose. And so why don't you call me back a little later today when we're done recording here, and then we'll get it all done and get you going. How's that sound?
When's the trip going to be?
Good, yep.
It's going to be in August.
August.
It's going to be in August,
time to plan
right
it
before
out.
school, or maybe it's going to be right. I don't know. Is it August? When is it?
I think we did.
Should we ask Katie?
Yeah, I think we're planning. I think we're planning for y'all for like mid-August. That way, y'all get past all the summer crowds, and it'll be beautiful in California then. So you'll have great weather.
All right, it's Gina LaRose.
Good. All right, Gina. Thanks for being
Chad
on.
LaRose's
All right,
wife.
thank you.
Chad LaRose's
back.
other half. All right, we'll call you back. There she was.
Okay.
Gina LaRose.
Bye.
There it is, huh?
You never know who's going to pop up. We got calls coming in today.
Like that. We got hot phones.
Hot phones, as they'd say back in the
We used to call it hot phones. Remember?
Back in the day,
It was hot phones.
Yeah, all the lines are lit up. All the lines are lit up right now. Look at that.
They are. They're all
the whole board.
The lines are lit up. Hey,
yeah.
Emily, this is Emily. My daughter is over at Glow, a luxury salon. The sign went up today on the new location. I want to congratulate you over there.
Wow,
Katie,
thank you.
You're very welcome. Is Mackenzie there?
No, she's gone.
Can you give me your number? I need to call her. Is there any way you can give me the number?
No, I can't give her number out.
Why not? All right, well then.
Private.
All right, well then you're gonna have to stay on the line.
What does she do?
You're gonna have to stay on the line.
What's Mackenzie do?
She's the stylist, is the king of all podcasting.
Oh, she might want her number out.
She cuts my hair. Some business. Well, since I can't get her, Emily, you're gonna have to bear with me for about 60 seconds. Here we go. Okay.
Okay.
You ready? Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Time starts now.
I don't. Okay.
Ticking away.
I don't know if you know this or not, Ted.
Yeah.
And Emily, but I've decided to grow out my hair.
Oh, really?
Have you noticed?
No.
You don't notice my hair's longer?
Well, I guess on the side, now that I look. Yeah, I guess it is.
I'm growing it out.
Yeah.
Normally I have like a shaved side. You can see my scalp.
That fade
Emily?
thing. You call it a fade, right? On the side?
What would you call it, Emily, what I usually get? High and tight?
Emily,
what'd you call it?
Is that time up already?
The Caesar cut.
The Caesar
cut.
Okay. That's all right, Emily.
Is that what you say when you go in? I
Emily,
like the Caesar cut.
Emily, goodbye. It's not a season cut.
Goodbye.
Okay. She's gone. Okay, it's not.
She didn't get her 60 seconds.
No, she didn't get her 60
Yeah,
seconds. What do you call a Caesar
you're probably
cut?
over 30 seconds.
A Caesar cut is like a straight bang cut. What I do, what I usually get is a one fade on the side, a fade in the back.
Yeah.
And then I do a hard stamp part.
Yeah.
Okay. And, it's stylish.
Why do our kids treat us that way? My daughters is the same way.
I don't know.
They're so short with us.
I don't know.
You try to ask them a serious question. What is the cut that I get?
Our life
get this.
The life expectancy.
I get the same thing.
Life expectancy of an American male is 73 years old.
Yeah.
That's the average life expectancy.
73?
73.
Yeah, I'm getting close.
You're getting close. I'm getting close.
Yeah, well, I'm closer than you, but
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but we're in good shape.
Okay.
We're going to the right doctors, you and me.
Yeah. So anyways, we're going to the right doctors. Keep getting them colonoscopies, and we're good.
So anyway, I decided to grow my hair out, and this is the reason why. Because as your face gets bigger, your hair's got to get longer.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I've been noticing my face growing. It's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You can't notice anything about me but how big my face is.
Okay.
So I decided, that's why I wanted to get Mackenzie on the phone, because I'm trying to figure out what kind of a cut. I mean, you just don't want to let it grow because it's wild. I can't do anything with it. So we got to kind of shape it. We got to do something. And that's why I go to the Glow Luxury Salon, getting ready to open up their new location on Old Metairie Road. It's a great place. Ladies, if you need someplace to go and get yourself did there. And you just might run into me, the king of all podcasting, when you go.
The guy with the big head.
That's the guy with the big face.
Big face. Is that the only part that's growing? Is that the only part you've noticed? Yeah.
You get a rim shot for that one. All right, Tim.
A couple other parts we'd like to grow, but they kind of take the adverse effect at this time in life.
Well, congratulations. You're having a little baby girl.
Yeah, September.
September,
yeah.
baby. Well, she's going to have to go through that whole hot summer.
Yeah, oh, man.
God. That's a nightmare for her.
Yeah. Well, got to do it. But
tell Mary I said congratulations.
I will.
Lance. I love Lance.
She said one of the three people I could tell was you. You were one of the three.
Of course.
And it's been like I know I told you, a couple of months, not a couple.
And
months,
I didn't say a word. I didn't tell anybody.
I know you kept the secret,
which is crazy.
For you, that's good.
I told nobody. Can you believe that?
Well,
I wish I could say I didn't.
But we don't have a lot of friends in common. When you think about it,
I know.
I have my friends. You have your friends.
Yeah, I know.
And we're friends.
Yeah, but
long time
we have
friends.
some friends in common.
We'll have some.
Craig Gaspard.
Well, that's true.
He's a friend in common.
You didn't tell him?
Huh? No, I didn't tell him.
No, I don't think I did either.
Oh, no.
He wasn't in the top three.
There you go.
Like you.
Tell Mary I say congratulations. And Lance. I love Lance. Lance is my favorite. And, Mary too, but I love Lance. Tell him I said congratulations. Say congratulations to you. Life as you know it will be over, and you're just going to absolutely love it. Hazel's going to love it. They're going to spoil the crap out of this kid. So anyway, it's one of the joys of life, people, is becoming a grandparent. We'll see you next time. All over the podcast right here.
Come on, the Coin Trader Studios, we're bringing it live. And who am I? I go by the name of Darkest Night. And Jada Hoyos is the one who brings a sick beat, to which we're getting pumped for topics this week. So I need to grab my grape soda and take a sip, while I turn it over to Katie, Nick, Ted, and Vic. It's all over. We're all over the road. We got a brand new show, so just lo and behold, from the bayou to the city to the birds to the swamps, you better know what time it is when you're hearing that.
Michael Kanan, who has made a headline for missing 6 of his 8 field goal attempts this year, is now back to just punting and kicking off. The former St. Morton Anderson is here for most field goals. Look out! Right through! A kick block by Steve Gleason. It is scooped and scored by Curtis DeLoach. Touchdown, New Orleans!
The one that sticks out the most is when we reopened the Superdome and Steve Gleason blocked the punt against the Atlanta Falcons, which to me symbolized so much of the resurgence of our city. Also, I think it just, like, that is, if I were to say what's the single greatest moment in Saints history, that paved the way for everything that we would accomplish after that, which was a Super Bowl championship, which was many records, which was, many winning seasons and playoff bursts and just moments. If I were to just encapsulate, just what the symbol of our city, it was. We got knocked down, and not only are we getting back up, but we're getting back up stronger than ever.
All Over the Road New Orleans is brought to you by CoinTrader Inc. For real-time prices on gold, silver, palladium, and platinum 24/7, go to goldpricesnow.com. That's goldpricesnow.com.